The film begins with a flashback of a young boy named Guy, witnessing his parents being trapped in tar pits. They encourage him to keep moving forward and look to tomorrow. Guy charts his own path and documents his journey before meeting his pet sloth, Belt, while searching for a land he believes is tomorrow. He eventually meets a girl named Eep, who tells him that her family, except her father Grug, ended up loving him. Even Grug warms up to him eventually. In the present, the Croods family, including Grug, Eep, Guy, Ugg, Funk, Gran, Sandy, and their pets Chunky and Douglas, are running through a canyon to escape Kangadillos chasing them. Using their wits and strength, the family outruns the creatures and finds safety. As the family settles for the night, Eep and Guy are so in love that they neglect their duties within the family. They are solely focused on each other. Guy expresses his desire to leave the family and start their own pack in his imagined land of tomorrow. Unbeknownst to them, Grug overhears their conversation and is unhappy about Guy trying to take Eep away from him, as he believes the pack should stick together. The next morning, Grug wakes up the family to bring them to a hidden spot he discovered. He breaks down a wall to reveal a beautiful paradise full of food and fresh land. The Croods feast on the food until they become too full. However, when Grug spots a banana, he becomes eager to get it. Unfortunately, the family gets caught in a trap set by two modern Cro-Magnon humans, named Phil and Hope Betterman. Phil and Hope are surprised to see Guy, as they were friends with his parents and are happy to know he is alive. They invite the Croods to join them in their home, which offers better resources such as more food, water, a shower, and plumbing. They introduce their daughter, Dawn, to Eep, who is excited to have another teenage girl as a friend. Dawn also has a pet sloth named Sash, whom Belt falls in love with. While Thunk becomes fascinated with the better man's window, Uga and Gran enjoy the comfort of sleeping somewhere more comfortable. However, Grug is not happy with the new setting and expresses his annoyance, believing that Guy is still trying to take Eep away. Meanwhile, Phil and Hope view the Croods as nothing more than filthy cave people and conspire to set Guy up with Dawn. They give Guy a makeover and encourage him to spend time with Dawn. During their time together, Dawn becomes curious about Eep's scars, including a prosthetic toe made from a peanut shell. Eep and Dawn take Chunky outside the wall into unexplored territory, where they encounter giant bees. Dawn gets stung but is excited to have her first scar. Uga suggests that her family might stay long-term, but Hope condescendingly suggests that they should leave soon. This leads to tension between the families. Phil takes Grug to his man cave and manipulates him into coming up with an idea to leave Guy with them so that he can be paired with Dawn. Grug reluctantly agrees, fearing that he will lose Eep from the pack. When the girls return from their trip, Guy scolds Eep for getting Dawn hurt and tells her not to act like a cave girl. This offends Eep, and tensions rise between them. Grug and Uga also conspire against the Bettermans after witnessing their true nature. During dinner, Eep retaliates immaturely against Guy. Eventually, Phil reveals that Grug agreed to leave Guy with them, causing Eep and the others to turn against Grug. Grug confesses to Phil that he ate his beloved bananas, which he had forbidden him from eating for an unspecified reason. Grug, Guy, and Phil go to the wall, where they hear a pounding sound from the other side. Phil reveals that he kept the bananas there to placate fearsome creatures. The wall breaks down, revealing a small punched monkey. However, a whole pack of them captures the men. The women and Thunk find out about this and set off to save them. Guy speaks to the eldest monkey, who explains that they kept the bananas to serve a giant monster that would eat them if not fed. The monkeys plan to sacrifice the men to appease the monster. The rest of the family, along with the Punch Monkeys, fight their way to the Punch Monkey lair. Meanwhile, Hope's actions lead to trouble, and she finds herself trapped in the lair of wolf spiders. The Croods come to her rescue, and Dawn realizes her mother was trying to protect them, despite her rudeness. Before the men are sacrificed, Grug and Phil fight, airing their grievances about each other. They apologize and tell Guy that they are both okay with him being with Eep. The women and Thunk arrive on wolf spiders and free the men. The Punch Monkey monster emerges to feast on the men, but Grug and Phil apologize to each other. Eep and Guy climb above a large skull and create a spark to burn the vines holding it. They share their first kiss before bringing the skull down on the monster. As they escape the lair, Eep is grabbed by the monster, but she was saved by her peanut toe. The Croods, the Bettermans, and the Punch Monkeys live together in harmony. Guy and Eep start their own family but continue to visit the rest of the family regularly. The film ends with the families gathering to share a meal in their new paradise.